Hello and welcome to this instalment of Talkin Trim. I'm Jonathon Skinner and today we're looking at some fully trimmed front seats and headrest units for the Triumph TR6. As I'm sure you guys are aware, the TR6 had 5 different versions of seats, and this is the last version on the production line and by far and away the most commonly seen version. It's effectively a reclining seat with headrest units, and it was fitted from cars around sort of 1972 onwards, definitely sort of 73 up to 76, but some of the late 72s for sure were fitted with these. Generally speaking, any cars that had the chassis number that began with CR or CF had these seats fitted, and they were common for both the North American market and the rest of the world market, which, unlike the earlier TR6 models where they had different variants for the North American market versus the rest of the world, they then basically standardized them throughout. And like I say, they are the reclining versions with the headrest units. Now this video is a bit of a continuation video, as I have already semi-featured these bright red seats in another video, so be sure to check that video out. It will be linked at the end of this video, as will other videos to related items on our YouTube channel. But I just wanted to go over these very briefly because they're nice colours. They're a bit of a customization job, upgrade job on certainly the bright red seats. And yeah, we're doing more and more of these trimming works, customers sending them from all over the world. This bright red set of seats here is actually a customer over in America who shipped us his seat frames for us to do the works on them. These Parchment ones are actually a UK based customer here. So let's just give a bit of background to it all. Like I say, they're these versions of seats here. Now, standardly from the factory, the majority of the seats left in vinyl ambler. And when they did, they had an embossed pattern on the pleats, which you can just about make out in that photo in this Bill Piggott book here. But just to clarify, it's this embossed pattern here. Now, that was only ever done on vinyl ambler versions of the seat. If the seats left with any form of leather in the seats, then the pleats would have just been plain with no patterning on them at all. However, we can offer a bit of an upgrade for those looking for a bit of a customization on their leather seats. So this is a prime example. Bright red here. It's a full leather set of seats, but we have embossed pleats with this pattern here. Now, by no way is it the same pattern as the original vinyl one here, but it does give a nice nod to originality in terms of having a pattern on them there. So that's what we can offer for any leather versions of seats. Now, just to clarify in terms of materials, what we can offer, we have a 3-tier approach when it comes to materials. At one end of the scale, you have vinyl ambler, which is obviously what the majority of the factory spec left in. Then you have at the other end of the scale, full leather, which is what these bright red ones are, which means everything's in leather. There is no vinyl whatsoever in them. And then you have the middle ground option, which is what we refer to as Leatherfaced, which is actually what these Parchment seats are here. And that means that basically the facings of the seat, the bits that touch your body as you actually sit in the seat, they are leather, but the backs and the surrounds are vinyl. So for example, on these Parchment seats here, all of this top section here is leather, the pleated panel, this front panel here, side bits there. On the backrest, you've got the side bolsters and the pleated panel there. But then this surround here on the cushion base is vinyl. This surround here with the headrest element is vinyl, as is this back area here and the retainers as well. Whereas this leather, full leather set here, absolutely everything has been done in leather. This back bit here, even the retainers have been done in leather. So they're the kind of 3-tier option that we offer. Basically vinyl, full leather, or leather-faced. It's worth noting for leather-faced, what we refer to as leather-faced, other companies refer to as leather. That should not be confused with our full leather option, which I don't believe many companies actually offer in the world where no vinyl is used. So do bear that in mind when you are certainly shopping around for like items. That said, price is a very odd metric to use when choosing your interior trim. Quality should be the main forefront of that. Quality workmanship, experience, etc. We've been doing these same old seats and trim panels for the TR6s since pretty much 1980. So bear that in mind. Anyway, I'm not going to go into too much detail on the actual seat covers or foams or anything like that, because I have done other videos and I do encourage you to watch those. But I just wanted to give you a nice overview of these seats here and what we can do. So standardly, we manufacture seat covers in materials and colours of your choosing. We can then obviously supply the seat hardware, things like the seat foam paddings that go inside, the diaphragms that go on the bottom of the seat bases, the webbings that go on the backrest of the seat. And then we've also started offering, we put a board inside there. They didn't originally have one, but actually to help disguise the headrest stalk when it comes down in there, having a nice panel on the back there that you just slot in during the trimming process really does do the part. So we're going to start offering that as well. And again, do see the earlier video which featured this bright red set of seats, because we do feature that board in there. As you can see, these seats have been done to sort of different levels in terms of what we've been sent. This Parchment set of seats, he hasn't actually got a set of headrests yet. We're actually in the process of sourcing him a plastic stopper, which we're actually going to trim in the Parchment material. So I will be doing another video showcasing that when we get that into stock. But he hasn't sent us his mechanisms for the sides here, whereas this bright red set of seats, we've installed all of that back on there. But as you can see, lovely results, great definition, and this is what you should be looking for when you trim these seats or get a professional trimmer to do them. The seats are slightly handed, mainly to do with the backrest. You can see basically it takes a sharper angle on the outside of the car, which allows for the hood frame to pass by without sort of catching the seat. So basically the outside edge, as you're sat in the car facing forward, it has a slightly sharper contour to it. So they are handed covers when it comes to the backrest squab elements of things. But lovely definition, and this is what you should be looking to achieve. This has all been done using the same foams padding kits that we offer our customers as standard here. So basically these are the bare basic minimum results you should be looking to attain, or your professional trimmer looking to attain. And you can see sort of the plumpness and the definition in all of this. If they're not getting that around these sort of areas here, then we do recommend using a bit of extra seat wadding or something like that to really plump it out. But it's normally down to the tension that you're applying to the seat, and effectively the amount of time you're willing to spend actually getting it to look the way it should. It takes hours upon hours of normally tweaking to get these sorts of results here, so do bear that in mind. They're not for the faint of heart, these seats, at all. But as you can see, really nice results. I do love these embossed pleats on the leather versions of the seats here, and you can see there's a bit of a inward pull on the seats, and that's all related to, there's a scrim that sits in the middle of the seat that gets pulled through. Again, on the other video showing these bright red seats, you will see that, and that is deliberate definition there. It's one of those things that's often you can sort of, you don't need to do it basically. Some people like it, some people don't, so you can be a lot more subtle on them. And in fact, on this Parchment set of seats here, it is a bit more subtle. You can definitely still see it there though. But yeah, lovely definition on the seats, and obviously everything lining up as it should be. And look, the absolute part of these seats, I love this colour Parchment, although arguably not the easiest colour in the world to maintain. But yeah, lovely contrast in the colours there, one bright red, one Parchment. With regard to the bright red, we have used the grained leather for the surface on that one. We can offer grained and smooth leathers for most of our colours, whereas the Parchment one, you can see, is a lot smoother in his texture. So that's basically what we refer to as smooth leather. That's what we refer to as grained leather there. Like I say, most of our colours are available in both, so do check out our website for more details on that, and of course do request samples if you wish for them there. But yeah, thought I'd just do a little showcase of the seats going through at the moment. Yeah, really lovely colour schemes and materials being used, and I think it really does show the quality and workmanship of our kits, but also the nice added extras that we can do, not just non-original colours, which both of these are for the car, but also this element with the embossed pleats, etc. As you can see, these ones here, which are leather-faced, they've just got plain pleats versus the embossed there. Obviously, these have the little headrest in them, whereas this customer hasn't actually got a headrest. He doesn't want headrests, but he wanted the allowance for a headrest at a later date. And like I say, we will be doing a video showing the stoppers that could be bought for these, which we will be planning to trim in the material there, so it all matches up nicely Anyway, I think I've covered my bases on that one. Please remember to like, share and subscribe to other classic car enthusiasts. Of course, subscribe to our channel to make sure that you see all of our latest videos being uploaded. Thanks for tuning in. And of course, if you have any questions for your Triumph TR6 restoration, do not hesitate to ask. I look forward to hearing from you, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.